sandwich the hands of the watch. Next, he mounts the auxiliary main plate on top. This sandwiches the barrels and gear train, holding them in place. Then, the escapement, the regulating mechanism. Winding the watch fully coils the springs inside the barrels. The escapement paces the springs as they slowly unwind and turn the gear train. Now a robot takes over, squirting a drop of oil in each jewel. Meanwhile, a laser engraves the watch brand name and logo into the oscillating weight. This component is a heavy metal disc, first stamped in a press, then refined by high-precision, computer-guided tools. The oscillating weight is an automatic moving mechanism. Located on the back side of the movement, automatically winds the watch as it's on your wrist. Therefore, the more often you wear the watch, the less often you have to wind it manually in the crown. The watchmaker connects the oscillating weight to the springs which move the gear train, so that the weight will shift backwards and forwards with any wrist movement, automatically coiling the springs. On the front side of the movement, he screws in the date indicator and the dial. The dial is comprised of two brass plates, the top one coated in oxidized copper, with cutouts to show the bottom one, which is painted with this company's secret formula of glow-in-the-dark pigments. Next, a machine mounts the brass hour and minute hands. This operation is automated because applying even slightly too much pressure could damage the tiny, delicate hands. Now for the watch case. After twisting an arched ring, called the bezel, onto the front of the main case, he slides a plastic gasket into it, then positions the main case onto a press. Cleans the crystal, then presses it forcefully into the bezel. The gasket seals the minute gap between the crystal and the bezel, so that water can't seep inside the case. Next, the stem and crown. Then, on the back of the case, the casing circle, a ring that comes between the movement and the case. Here too, a gasket seals the gap to make the case water resistant. He installs the ring and crystal which form the back of the case. He applies grease so that it twists on smoothly. He closes it tightly with a tool. Then the fully assembled case goes off to be tested for water resistance. If it passes, it comes back to the watchmaker to receive the movement. He removes the crown and the case back, cleans the movement, then places it in the case. Next, he squirts grease in the crown hole and reinstalls the crown. This time, because the movement's in place, the crown's stem connects to the two springs, so that turning the crown now winds them. The watchmaker affixes the movement in the case with several tiny clamps and screws. Then he closes up the back for the last time. After checking that the movement works properly, he has just one last component to assemble to the watch head. This particular watch company has developed a unique protective device which goes over the crown. A computer-guided mill shapes it out of the same type of metal as the case, so that aesthetically it blends seamlessly. The watchmaker screws the device to the case so that it bridges the crown. The device has a lever, the tension of which the watchmaker carefully adjusts with the help of this gauge. The lever closes the device tightly over the crown, immobilizing the crown so that it can't be turned accidentally. Finally, they mount the watch head on an automated machine which closes the back tightly. This is critical for water resistance. Every single watch head this factory manufactures must pass several quality control tests to ensure timekeeping accuracy and water resistance. For water resistance, they first test using air pressure, then actual water tests. First, a low pressure test in 10 centimeters of water. Then a high pressure test in 375 meters of water, which far exceeds the 300 meter depth to which the watch is guaranteed to be water resistant. Finally, it's time to assemble and attach the watch strap, either a linked bracelet in matching metal or a strap made of fine leather, a fitting finale to this luxury wristwatch, the elegant product of precision technology and time-honored tradition.